Hey doing everybody, it's Joe here. I'm just at the Morakniv adventure in Japan, and I noticed an awful lot of people on the page were very interested in the dynamics between Japanese bushcraft and European bushcraft and what was the differences between the two. Now, survival is universal. Wherever you go, there's always trees to burn and plants to eat and ways of making your way in the wood, but the difference is in the kit and the mentality and the engineering behind them, and again the multifunctional purposes between them. So I thought I'd show you some really cool pieces of kit that are artisan made, like this guy here, although it looks very simple. And you got your pot, so again you can see these simple pieces which are very light and very durable, and a very simple kettle, but all combined together make a complete and adaptable cooking system. So first of all, you're going to want to get your fire started. This tripod here is a solo stove tripod, but there's some modifications made to it, and then there's some modifications made to this so we can adapt to that. Because we're in a national park here, and an awful lot of places in Japan are protected, so you can't go damaging the environment, which is what I'm all about. So you can see this piece screws together like this, and you got a hook on this end, and you got a hook on this end and a tapering here. And for the eagle-eyed people might be wondering what this hole is for. So once you start your fire, you can take this, and it's actually a fire blower, a very effective fire blower at that as well. The hook on the end here is for something I'm going to show you later, but it's also if you're fishing, you can take the fish out of the water, you can reach up, get some fruit. I mean, it's a piece of steel with a hook on it. It's got 101 uses. But this piece here allows it to attach to the stove like this once you got your fire going. And you can take your kettle, and voila, you can just attach it here and let it sit over the fire and get your tea going. Now again, this in itself is very clever and very Japanese, but you can also take it off. And again, talking about multifunctionality, obviously you wouldn't touch a warm kettle, but you can take the hook, and the lid has been modified. So you can reach in and take your lid off if it's on the ground and put it back. So when you take your tea off and you got your tea simmering and cooling down, next of all, in steps this beast and this little Trident Fork. Look at that. How cool is that? So you can put that on the fire. It's a solid steel, it's a nice steel, so it can get warm, really toast again, let some things simmering, and then when you want to take it off, you can place it in the pan and hold it out. But that's not all. Then comes back in the magic stick. You can screw this part off, and again, multifunctionality, adaptability. You can add this piece, and then you can take your pan and you can extend it into a fire, into a longer fire. So all of a sudden you've got a piece that you can use with your pan, you've got a piece that you can use with your kettle, that's all adapted to the kettle. And when all is said and done, you can pack this away. The hook goes in here like this, right? Like that. Very simple. You can put a band around here. It's very light. This goes with this. You can take your kettle, place it in your pouch, your tripod folds down into your knapsack, and away you go. Weighs probably a pound, no less, no more. You can use any kettles you want, but this is fantastic. It's available from a Japanese retailer called UPI Products. I'll try and get a link to the website there, but it's fantastic. So there you go. That's the difference between, or the main difference that I've seen between European and American bushcraft and Japanese bushcraft is the thought and ingenuity that goes into the pieces of kit that they use. So as always, thanks for watching, thanks for all your support. I've got to go back to the more adventure, and as always, peace.